everybody. Kelly Acheson at AStampAbove.com coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. I see everybody in here already. I'm so excited to be stamping with you tonight again. We are going to do the day 3 projects of the Birthday Bash Craft Along. I hope you guys have been having a lot of fun with this because I have been having a blast. Hello, I see Sharon and Louise and Linda and Trish and Kim is here. We've got Sandra, Tracy, Rena, Bonnie, Mickey, Sarah, Sharon, Louise. Let me skip that ad. Okay. All right. So tonight we are making the projects that I created for the Birthday Bash Craft Along. You know that I have collaborated with 5 other demonstrators. I was invited into this group and I was thrilled to be a part of it. This is a brand new event for me, and I have to tell you, I think I love it and will definitely be doing it again. I've gotten so many nice comments from you guys, and of course, the projects have been so cute. We are going to be using the Darling Dinos again tonight. Yay! Let's see what's up for tomorrow. We've got Darling Dinos again tomorrow. I was just getting prepped for that. Before I forget, you guys, I will be live at noon right here on my YouTube channel for another card and 3D project. And then that's Thursday. On Friday, my video will be pre-recorded because I have to go out of town. So just wanted to let you know that we will be using the One More Year stamp set on Friday, and then we're gonna use the Birthday Bash. I'm missing one here. I'm sorry, the Darling Dinos again. Here it comes. On Saturday at noon, I will be back on again. So I'm trying to keep all of my printed PDFs here in order. I'm going to pop this up on the screen just so I can see if these are still backwards. So I'm just going to pop that up there. I just want to know, I think we're still backwards. So YouTube is just having an issue with screen mirroring, and I hope they get it fixed soon. It hasn't been a problem so far, but it could be a problem. All right, everybody's popping in, yay. So I am making, like I said, a card tonight and a little treat box that is so stinking adorable. Yep, still backwards, thank you guys. I know it's not just me. I didn't do anything. That's what I thought. I thought I pushed a button on my phone and I can't figure out, and I researched it and went into my settings, and it's not me. It's YouTube did something goofy. So they'll get it figured out and straightened out, I hope, right? Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna flip my camera around and get started. I hope you guys had a good Wednesday. It's hump day. Hump day means a Dawson day for me. And today I usually have my grandson Dawson. He is 2. I usually have him from noon on. I pick him up at his great-grandparents' house. They spend the morning with him. And then I have him in the afternoon. But today I had him all day. And we played a lot of football today. Funny little story. Dawson is all potty trained, which I think at 2 is kind of amazing. A little biased. But on our potty, we don't have a little training potty for him. He just goes on the big potty, right? And so there's no little seat for him to sit comfortably on. So he has to really hold on so he doesn't fall in, right? So you got to kind of help him out with his, Steve calls it a hog wobbler, maybe too much information. So it's really funny when Dawson says it because he doesn't get it quite right. But today Steve took him potty and didn't help him out with that guy. And so we had some laundry to do because it went everywhere. And Steve said he wasn't doing that. So I will have to be in charge of potty. I don't know what he's 2. Okay, I hope you guys got a kick out of that because it was pretty funny. Winky, okay. Well, we call it hog wobbler. That's my husband came up with that. And so Dawson will say it every once in a while. And we all laugh and laugh. Whatever. Wait till he goes to school. Yeah, could be a problem. Anyways, it was quite cute. And today I was like, Dawson likes to help me in the kitchen. We made a cake and put chocolate frosting on it. And I haven't made bread in a while. So I tried out a new recipe and oh my gosh, to die for. Like, I think I finally found the recipe. Very, very good tasting bread. My bread was fine before, but it didn't really have much flavor. And now this bread that I made today, so good. And I split it into one loaf and then some dinner rolls, and they are delightful. And then I made 3 more loaves of bread from the frozen dough that I bought because I couldn't find bread recipes that I really liked. Anyway, so I made 4 loaves of bread, a cake, and dinner rolls today. Yeah, and took care of the laundry from the, bathroom issue. Okay, I think we're going to flip this around. You've got my funny little goofy anecdotes for today. It's something every day, something different every day here, just like everybody else's house, I think. We all have our funny little things that are going on, right? So, let me get my glasses on. These are my new glasses. I really like them. They're very pretty. I've got some more new glasses too, but I don't like them as well. I wish I would have got something different, but live and learn, right? Okay. Here we go. So, this little craft along. Oh, first of all, let's start back here. We did cards yesterday and the day before. So, in the craft along, you can either purchase the PDF. It's $25. There's over 30 pages here of PDF. And there's 6 different cards and 6 different 3D projects. And of course, videos to go with all of them. You can purchase the PDF for $25. You can buy the Birthday Bash Craft Along Kit for $84, which includes the PDF that I emailed to you. Or you can place an order in my online store, which you'll find right here using my host code. And if your order is $60, I will give you the PDF for free. So lots of fun ways to get that PDF. If you guys have any questions about that, please let me know. I know, Susie Homemaker. I know. But I get in a groove. I haven't made bread in like at least a week and a half or 2 weeks. So I needed to make some bread. So here comes all of our little layers. We are going to be using, Kim got the PDF. Yay, Kim. We're going to be using Balmy Blue, Pumpkin Pie, Granny Apple Green, and Memento Black. Before I go any further, I want to let you guys know, as I'm going through these PDFs, because this is my project that I contributed, my card and my little treat box. But these were created by 5 other demonstrators. So as I go through and make these all for you, I am making some adjustments to the PDF file based on, what I might think, maybe a little different wording, or if I find a measurement that's not quite right. So when this series is over, I will have that all updated, and I'll send out another PDF for the final version, just so you know. Okay. So with this card, let me see, where did my card go? Here it is. What am I making? With this card, we are going to, I was going to go over supplies. Sorry, I got discombobulated. Sunny Day iridescent dots we're going to use for this. Also the 1/2-inch white ribbon. I'm going to throw in some Wink of Stella, and this was just a last minute decision, and it's a Wink of Stella at the last minute is always a good decision, by the way. Then I've got Gray Granite, Pumpkin Pie, and Granny Apple Green for our stamp and blend markers. We're going to be using a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2-inch piece of Granny Apple Green. This is going to be our card base, a little bit different. This is a fun fold. Then we've got another piece of the Granny Apple Green, and this piece looks like it may, oh yeah, here it is. I'm like, it's not on my list. 3 1/2 by 6. We're going to do a little scoring on that, so I'll get that done right away. And I'm going to score that at 3 inches. Make sure I've got my scoring blade there. And that's going to just fold it right in half. Then we've got our designer series paper, and I chose to use this particular pattern. This is from the Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper pack. And this piece is 5¼ by 6, and we're going to score it at 4 inches. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. You don't want to push as hard on Designer Series paper when you're scoring it because it is a lot less thick. It's not as thick as cardstock, so always be a little more gentle with that. I think we're done with this now. I'm going to fold on that score line and get out my bone folder and burnish it good here. Bonnie says you can never go wrong with a little wink. Exactly. Okay. And Tana is in Arizona, outside of Wyoming for a few weeks. Good for you. I'm a little jealous, not gonna lie. Then I have another piece of the Designer Series paper. This is 3¼ by 2 3/4. I've got some basic white here. My basic white and my pumpkin pie layers are the same. 2 3/4 by 3¼ on both of these. And then another piece of basic white that is 2 5/8 by 3 1/8. And I think that's it. That's all of our little goodies here. Okay, and of course white scraps to stamp and do some coloring here. So let's get this put together. We can start doing this right now. So this card opens like this. Isn't that fun? Yeah. So we can take this layer and we can put it right on our card base of Granny Apple Green. And Trish says she loves the Toadstool DSP. I couldn't be more happy with the color selection here because it is just so fun, colorful, happy. It's just, I absolutely love it. Now we're going to take our ribbon and I am going to, let's see, I did tie that all the way around there. So I'm going to tie this in a little knot right up here towards the top. So I'm going to take my ribbon and I am going to wrap it right around here. Oops, there we go. Make sure that I have enough to tie that knot. Oh, look at it, it's dirty. I must have got it in the ink. I don't like that. So, boom, you're gone. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Would have been different if it was on the back, but still, I don't know, a little tacky. And as long as we have it here, and I've got lots of ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to tie this. Let me close that so I can work with this better. I want to make sure this is nice and snug. And I'm going to put my knot right up at the top. I was just thinking, I didn't eat supper yet, but I did have a lot of bread this afternoon. I had a couple of those dinner rolls because they're really good. And then I had to try the loaf of bread. And of course, slather the butter on those. So I wasn't really hungry. I'm still not hungry. But I was going to have barbecued ribs. We still have barbecued ribs left from Steve the other night. And mashed potatoes. And those cooked carrots I was telling you guys about. Oh, they're so good. Okay, so there's our little ribbon on the front. And now what we're going to do with this is a little mini card that's going to go right on here. So I kind of want to place this, and I want to make sure that my ribbon is going to be under this layer. And if I center this right on the front of my card from right to left, I need to move my ribbon over just a little bit more. Just a little bit, just like that. Yep, that's exactly what I want to do here. That looks good. I am going to put a little bit more glue on here than I normally would. And I'm just going to get that out of the way. Maybe, it's hard to see on this paper, right? I'm going to leave it. Dang it. Okay, so this is a little bit more tricky than I anticipated to get this in here. I don't want to slap glue all over. Oh, that'll work. That looks good, huh? Get that out of there. you. Okay, it looks straight. If this wasn't such a so busy of a pattern, it would have been easier to leave this striped flap open, but because it was so busy, it's kind of hard to see where that score line is. I'm just gonna push that down, let that get set up good. And here's our cute little card. Ah, isn't that fun? And so easy, so easy. Okay, now we're gonna start doing our stamping. Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you guys? It's in the PDF though, is blending brushes. And I think I'll just use, did I have blending brushes out here? I don't think so. I'm going to use 2 small blending brushes. And I am going to bring in my piercing mat. And I am going to bring in a piece of printer weight paper. And I'm going to do just a little bit of masking on the smaller of the 2 white layers. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to just tear it. Okay, and so I want to blend a little bit of grass down here at the bottom. So I'm going to grab that Granny Apple Green, and we're also going to use the Balmy Blue. And here comes my Granny Apple Green. And that looks to be about good enough, just about that, just that little bit down there. And of course I'm going to hold that in place. You don't want to keep that nice and snug on there. And you can make this as dark or, you know, not dark as you want. It's your card. Do what you want. Okay, look at that. That's our little ground. Isn't that fun? And so simple. Okay, so we did this like this. And I'm thinking that we should be able to turn this right around. Look at that. Did you guys see how I did that? Here's my masking, and now I'm just going to turn it around. And now we're going to come in with our blue. What? Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? I think I'm going to go with a bigger blending brush for my blue because it's a larger area that I'm doing here. And I want to make sure that my paper here is a little bit below my grass line because I don't want a gap in there. And it'll be fine because our dinosaurs are going to cover a lot of that. We're just going to come on here and add our, whoops, it's moving. I don't have a lot to hold on to here, so hang tight. Let me see if I can get my fingernails in there. That is going to be perfect. Isn't that just so sweet? Now you can use this over and over. You can use this one. You can make a big hill in there, a little hill, no hill at all. It's a pretty neat way to do like a little skyline. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Now I'm going to come in here. Let me grab all my stamps. I have those all ready to roll here. I love how many stamps are in the stamp set. It's crazy. There's 25 different stamps. I'm going to come in with this just adorable little grass. And I'm going to put some grass right there. And a little, I got to get my head in here so I can see what I'm doing. A little grass right here. And maybe a little bit more grass right there. That looks cute. And now we're going to take a white piece and start stamping up our creatures. Oh, we can take that other white piece too. Hang tight. We'll take that other white piece. The bigger of the 2 white pieces is for the inside. And I'm going to go ahead and do my sentiment inside. And I've got the roar means blank and dinosaur. I'm using Granny Apple Green for this. That turned out really good. And then I'm going to grab my happy birthday and I'm going to go with pumpkin pie for the happy birthday. Now, if you guys need to see my schedule for these videos, I'm doing a video every day through Saturday. You can go to my blog, which is www.AStampAbove.com, and you'll find that schedule with the video links. And of course, I'm posting it on Facebook every day too. So just so you know, and Charlene, it is nice to see you today too. Okay, there's my roar. I can take this and, oh, I need to do one more thing here. How about some, a little birthday hat? That's gonna be super cute in here. Yes, I think that was a good plan. And I'm gonna color that with the light green and the light pumpkin pie. So I'll just color these little stripes on here. Oops, one more. A little shaky again tonight. It's so weird. I've been kind of like that since yesterday. Is this light? No, this is dark, you guys. I was going to use light, but big scheme of things doesn't really matter. But I do think I'm going to switch to dark pumpkin pie. Yep, I like that better. Okay, that's the inside of our card, which is super tiny. And sometimes that's good, right? I'm just going to set this right down in here. There we go. And now we have some work to do here. Okay, now we're going to do our dinosaurs. So I am going to grab this big, short, stubby little guy. And we're going to stamp him on your white scrap. Look at how heavy-handed I was with that stamp. I'm still having a hard time getting used to that Memento ink being in that soft ink pad. So it's going to take me a little bit, right? Then I need some balloons. And I will do one little balloon. That turned out great. And I'm going to do some rocks because we have these little boulders that are super cute. And there's a die for them. Look at those. While we're stamping, our little treat box is going to use another little dinosaur, this guy. So I'll stamp him right away. Okay. Now it's time to do a little coloring. Whoops. Did I stick my finger in there? Not all the way. We're still okay. Okay, the rocks, really easy. I'm going to use my dark gray granite. And I'm just going to mark on those lines that Stampin' Up! Has made for me. Maybe a little bit more up there. You know, it just looks kind of weird, right? But this is how you get the really cool shading with the Stampin' Blend alcohol markers. Like, these are my favorite coloring tools. I love them. And you just keep blending till you don't see those stark, darker marks. Gorgeous. I think we'll do pumpkin pie with the balloon. Just like that. And come in with the light. That was the dark. This is the light. Just like that. And I'm going to grab the dark pumpkin pie. And we're going to do our little dinosaur dots. I have to tell you, there's some cards coming up in this series that have a lot of coloring, and I mean a lot. So I think when we get to those, I'll be doing a little bit of the coloring ahead of time, maybe, and then I will just definitely let you know the colors that I used. What do you guys think about that? Would you rather have me do that, or would you rather see me color everything? You let me know in the comments, because it's up to you. I don't really care. I find coloring enjoyable. And you guys know that I'm never at a loss for chit-chatting. It's never been a hard spot for me. I know that's probably shocking to you, right? Like, oh, Kelly, I didn't know that about you. Yep, I'm a talker. There we go. And then I'm going to come in with my lighter pumpkin pie on this little dinosaur belly. And how about some light gray granite for our little toenails. And I'm going to do the stripes on the horn. And then my little, what do they call these things? The, gosh, I had it the other day. The dinosaur, I can't think of it. What are these called? All those little spikes. The spikes. Yes, I think that's what they're called. And then I'll also do this little guys. There we go. Okay, both of these are green. So I've got dark. Melanie, you said you forget it's not live. What is, I am live right now. I'm live. Kelly, can you color one animal or more before you come on? I can. Do some ahead. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you for telling me that, because, you know, sometimes coloring can be just kind of a little boring to watch, right? And I am happy to do that. Keeps things moving along. Okay. And how about a little bit of dark over here? I like that little nose nostril thing that sticks out on this one. I think he's so cute. So I'm going up north, and I was planning on doing that, you know, myself. I have to go to a funeral on Friday. But then I didn't realize that I'm on the schedule to watch the babies on Friday because Val has off school. So now I'm taking 2 babies with me, and we're going to have sleepovers at my mom's house in my fun little camper. I have a little camper that I keep there. So now I'm really excited. Yeah, because Haley and Jared tried to find somebody else to watch the kids on Friday, and everybody's busy. So I said, nope, I'll take them. I'll take them babies. Now Haley doesn't want to know if I can, she doesn't want to be away from her babies that long. And I'm like, well, tough. I might come back Friday night. We'll see. I might need to come back Friday night. I doubt it. But yeah, so that'll be fun. A little adventure with Granny. Be a good time. We always have fun. Okay, here comes. Now I'm going to color this with the light Granny apple. What else is happening around here? Not much. Steve's going to his friend Mike's house. Mike has a cottage on a lake, and he had this plan to go ice fishing with Mike because they have a lot of world problems they need to solve. That's how Steve always puts it. I think there's some beer awaiting, some whiskey, and some boy time. They usually go golfing, but of course, you know, this is Wisconsin. We don't golf in the winter. Okay, I'm going to bring out my other end here. I'm not very good with this end, and I usually make mistakes with it, so here we go. Doing really good, you guys, don't you think? jinxed myself, but I didn't even go out of the lines. Watch, now I'll screw something up. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And I'll deal with that guy later. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to die cut this little triceratops. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what I'm going to call it. It seems like one to me. It's my dinosaur. I can call it anything I want. Maybe we should name him like Harvey. Harvey and Ed. That sounds good. Okay, so we're going to die cut all of these, okay? And I'm going to have so many little die cuts, you guys, to be able to make so many more cards. Here comes our balloon. Here comes Harvey. And then we've got our little rocks. And let me put my dies back in here so I don't lose them. The other die that we want out of the basic white is this little cloud or bush. It's a cloud or a bush. So we're going to make it into a cloud for this card. So I've got that right here too. Oh, Trish says she thinks of Trixie from Toy Story. Oh, that's really good too. I like it. Hi, Brooke. Happy to have you here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this white layer. I'm going to grab my dimensionals. I've got my big ones and my little ones. Oh, let's do our little dots on our dinosaur with some wink and our balloon. Because everybody's balloon should sparkle, right? Look at, oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. You could also do, you could do your cloud too. Sparkly clouds. Why not? Okay, there we go. Dimensionals. We're going to do dimensionals here and here and here. So one dimensional on our little, I dropped it, on our balloon. Here comes one here and here and here. Do one right there, and then I'm going to grab a baby and put it right there, and then we'll do another one. Oops, wrong side. There we go. We'll do one right here, and then I'm just going to grab, I find that if I only put one on these kind of pieces, you need to stabilize it a little bit so it doesn't do weird things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we still need a balloon string. So our little dinosaur is going to go right here. Our little balloon is going to go right up here. So I'm going to take my balloon string and I'm going to stamp it right here. Perfect. Okay. Put this in place. We're going to put this guy right about here. We'll put our balloon right at the end of that string. Just like that. Here comes our boulders. And what did I name him? Harvey? Maybe. I can't even remember. I have to write that down. And then we're going to put our little cloud right up here. Oh my gosh, isn't that so cute? We're going to layer this on here. This is going to go right on our pumpkin pie layer. And I'm going to get that out of the way. Sorry, I didn't mean that to be so loud. I'm going to put this right here. I didn't mean to flick it so hard. Sometimes I'm kind of a brute. I'm going to go right here. Good. grief, cuteness overload. And then this piece is going to go right in here. And how fun is that to have that extra decoration there? I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of toadstool paper, so this is a great place to use it. And then we need some embellishments, and I thought I would grab the orange ones. Let me grab my, take your pick tool, and just put some of these, we're going to sprinkle some of these around. Good grief. How cute is that? I love this. And again, just a real simple little fun fold, right? Very easy. Think, now do you have like 500 different styles and different colors? You could have made this melon mambo. It could have been pumpkin pie. What are the other colors? Granny, well, we did use granny apple green, but there's so many colors in this paper that I absolutely love that. All right, now we are going to get out my layers for the little treat box. You guys are just gonna love this. Okay, here comes all our pieces. Did you see me flick those right on the floor? It's what God made vacuum cleaners for. I was trying to be really neat, but it just doesn't work out for me. It's just not my jam. So we are going to use granny apple green and pumpkin pie for this. And this green piece is 3 1/8 by 9 1/2. We're going to do some scoring. The pumpkin piece is 6 by 5 5/8, and we're going to do some scoring on there too. And one of the nice things about the PDFs, by the way, is that if there's any templates, they're all in here. Lots of pictures in here to help you out. And there is, like, for this little box that we're going to make, there's a cute little template here, and that's what I'm going to use to do my scoring. So we were really pretty meticulous about these things. Again, 9 1/2 by 3 1/8. We are going to get out our arm here. We're going to score this at 1. Three 3/4, 5 1/4, and 8. Okay, got that done. This piece we're going to score at 1 1/2 on all the sides. So thank you guys so much for the kind comments. Sharon, Bonnie, Patricia, Kim, thank you so much. Hi, Patty. I'm happy to see you here. All right. Now, in the template that I have, it shows you in the darker marks that we need to cut this. This is the actual box, and then the other one is a wrap. So we're going to cut on the score lines on both sides. So I did this side, now I'm doing this side. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. I could have done these two sides, but you just have to be consistent here and here, or here and here. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. And I am going to, again, cut out my piece of pie on the tab. I always used to go, I don't know if I should be cutting on the tab or if I should be cutting on this part, but I always choose to do the tabs because those are kind of hidden and they don't matter. These pieces tend to be seen and they matter. Okay, so we're going to do this. and this, this, and this. Where did my bone folder go? Right here. So I like to always burnish these edges good so you get a nice crisp fold. Okay, and this box is going to go together just like this, okay? So we can just go ahead and glue that together. You can use tear and tape. My liquid glue held up great on the sample box that I made, so that works too. And I'm going to do all of these. I don't know if that's really the best idea. But, you know, I like to take risks. This is one of them. Okay, so here it comes. I'm squaring up those corners nicely. Here comes this, and again, square the corners up. Make sure everything's in place. And again, kind of why I really like glue. It's forgiving. You can move it around for a little bit. Tear and tape. I just get stuck with that sometimes, where I have to tear it apart because I pushed it together before I should have. You know how it is. Okay, now what we're going to do is this little piece that is also in the PDF. This is like a stabilizer. And this is, what was my size on that? Hang on, I'm going to look here. Make sure I have the size right. This is 2.5 by 1 3/8. 2.5 by 1 3/8. It just needs to be a little bit smaller than the end of this box. And I'm just going to glue that in place. I'm just going to drop it right in there. Stick it in there. It doesn't need to be centered or anything. Nobody's going to give it a second thought. But you're going to want to poke a hole in the front of this box. And I have an old hole punch, and I'm sure you all have hole punches, but just whatever you have that you can punch a hole. And I think I'm going to do it this way. I just want to kind of punch it right here in the middle of my layer. That looks, oops. This is going to be the hardest part of the whole thing, is getting this where you want it. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm just going to make a decision. There we go. Okay. Now, I've got ribbon here, and my ribbon is about 10 inches long. And what I did with my little box is I'm going to feed this through. So if you have, I'm going to look for my little flosser things. Because if you have one of those little floss deals, yep, here they are. I used to have braces like twice, maybe 3 times. My teeth are crooked again. Ugh, it's an ongoing battle with me and a very sore point. But if you have these flossers, you can get these at the anyplace, Walgreens, Walmart, wherever. Oh, I can't do that. That's not going to work. Because I need it to be looped. So I guess what I'm going to do, well, maybe I'll use the flosser. Anyways, you're just going to get this through that hole. That's what we need to do here. Get that through that hole. So I'm going to cut this at a really steep little pointy edge. And if you need to put these through one at a time, one at a time. But you don't want this hole to be too big. Oops, one went through and the other one didn't. See how that worked? Now I could use the flosser if I wanted to. And I have glue on my finger, so it's a little trickier too. I think I will. Use my little flosser. Just like that. There we go. Okay. It's kind of like a Brutus doing that. I'm going to even this out. And what I want to do here is just tie a knot in this. So I'm going to pull this way up here. I'm going to manipulate it a little bit. Gosh, I didn't have any trouble when I made my sample. not like this. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna manipulate that a little bit, and I am going to just tie this in a knot. That's all I want to do. Make sure maybe 10 inches. Maybe it should be a little bit longer, especially if you have, you know, bigger fingers, because I'm kind of struggling here with my length. Can you hear that little bit of frustration? You could tie your knot before you put it in here and pull this end through too. However you can make it happen. You guys are waiting for me to pull this all the way out, aren't you? I'm not going to do it. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be a little pull to open our box. That's what I'm doing here. I'm going to snip that off just like that. It looks nice and neat and cute. Here comes our wrap, just like this on all our score lines. And again, I like to do my burnishing to make sure my fold lines are nice and crisp. I love making 3D things. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I just think it's the funnest thing ever. And this, like I said, this is a wrap. So I'm going to put this here, here, here. And this is a shorter piece right here. That goes underneath. Now you don't want to get this too tight because you need this to go in and out. So I'm going to leave it on here just like this. If you wanted to stamp up any of this part, you would do it before you glue it together. Don't get any glue on your orange. And again, square everything up nicely. Thanks, Joan. That's cute. Okay. Now this part is going to be the decoration on my little box. And here we go. This is going to fit right on here. And again, just layering of colors. Super cute and fun. And then we're going to do some decorating. I just want to get this centered. There we go. Okay. Now let me pull out the fun little elements. So we colored most of our little guy here, and you guys said that I could color ahead of time. So here we have it. Same little dinosaur. I'll finish this one later and use it for another card. In your little pack, if you ordered the packet, the Craft Along packet, you've got all these dies in here. One of the dies is the smaller little circle. This is about 1 1/4 inches. And we're going to take that and we're going to stamp our sentiment on it. And we're going to stamp that roar. Where did that go? Right here. Let me clean this off quick. I have to put this away too because I only have a couple of these left. Hang tight. I don't want to lose that. That would be terrible. 3D. Kim says it's her favorite type. I love 3D stuff. I absolutely love it. And Kathy Brennan, thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. Here we go. So we're going to do a couple little bushes here. These are the clouds. Remember, where'd our card go? Right here. The cloud is also a bush. Who knew, right? And in our stamp set, we have these little branches and they go right on our little bushes. Hello, Judy. Happy to see you on here too. And I'm just going to stamp just like this. See that? We got some branches on our bushes. I just thought that was super cute. And I'll set that over there. And now we're going to put everything together. Oh, we're going to do our roar. Hang on. Oops. Pumpkin pie. I'm going to use some tape to mask my stamp because I only want the roar. Don't forget to take your tape off. I did that yesterday, but it turned out okay. comes our little roar. Look how cute that is. Let me get this in the garbage. Whoops. And make sure I don't have any ink all over my hands. And then there's some little footprints in here. And these are little dinosaur footprints. So we're going to take our Granny Apple Green and I'm going to run across this with some little footprints. Just like that. Oops. And dimensionals. Nope, this isn't going to go on a dimensional. I'm just going to glue this right onto the front of my box. And you could do your box like this. You could do it like this. I'm going to do mine the way that it's a little bit wider. And we'll just pop that right in here. Our little dinosaur is going to go up on some dimensionals. That right over here. Isn't he so cute? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. And I'm going to glue one of the bushes down at the bottom, right directly to my layer, and tuck it under his foot right there a little bit. Just like that. And then this one's going to go on dimensionals. And I think I'll use minis on there. Mini. Here we go. And good grief. Now, what are we going to put in this box, you guys? Hang on. I'm going to give my dinosaur a little sparkle on his spots. Something very subtle. These spots are really little on this dinosaur, but you can still see that little sparkle in there, which I love. Here is our card. Here's our card. Here's our little box. And then check this out. So I'm going to take some shred. This box just pulls open like this. I'm going to put a little bit of shred in there, which is kind of fun. And then I found these little candies at one of those stores that has all the great big tubes of candy where you put your bag under it and open it. And I figured this looks like dinosaur food if I've ever seen it, right? Here comes my little dinosaur candy. And I can't wait to give this to Val or Dawson to take to school, daycare. They're absolutely gonna love this. I'm gonna make a gazillion cards for these kids to have for birthday cards. Over the next several years, they're gonna go to a lot of birthday parties. Now, yesterday, in case you missed me, my video yesterday, which you'll find on my YouTube channel and my blog, are these two beauties. How fun is this little box and this cute little card? And then the day before that was this cute little gift bag. This uses the One More Year stamp set. How cute is that? And the darling dinos. Absolutely adorable, right? Now, these are 3 projects. We have 3 more days. Well, I should say 6 projects. 2, 4, 6. Yep. We have 3 more days of projects coming. So 6 more projects each day. Tomorrow, I am going to be live at noon. On Friday, I will have a pre-recorded video, and you can find all of the links and the schedule on my blog. Just look for the video series with a picture, a graphic with all of this on it. And included, if you happen to order the PDF or place an order with me, a $60 order, you'll get the PDF for free. The PDF is over 30 pages of all these amazing projects with all the details. You get all the ingredients, colors of markers, colors of ink pads. If there's any template, you get that. You get written instructions and lots of pictures. So this PDF is amazing. Free with your $60 order. Please use this host code. Otherwise, you can order the PDF for $25 from me. You can find that under this video. There's also a link to order the craft along kit. I believe there's a link under there to just order the PDF. Now, before I let you guys go, Dina Barb and I are doing the Wildflowers Celebrations Weekend Retreat coming up in February. All the details are on my blog. Just look for this graphic and click it and you'll find all the goodies. This is going to be epic. We are doing 21 different projects. There's pillow gifts. We're going to do 3Ds. We're going to do cards. There's going to be an exclusive Facebook group associated with this. 3 days of amazing stamping. And it will all be recorded. So if you can't make it on Saturday or Sunday or Friday or whatever, don't worry, it's all recorded, but the swag box is going to be epic. So, and that brings me to this little jewel. The Craft Along kit came with a cute little bag as well as a little label on it. We've got all the goodies in here that came with the Craft Along packet. Entire packs of designer series paper. Let's see, let's get my tissue paper out of the way here. Toadstool paper, embellishments, the gold thread. There's some dinosaur candy in here. You also get 24 sheets of cardstock to make your cards, 24 full sheets of cardstock, and a little packet with all the die cuts in it, and a cute little scissors charm is included in every one of the little kits. So lots of fun in this little package. Again, the link if you'd like to order one of those is right underneath this video. Let me get this sealed up. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate that you spent a little bit of time with me. And I will be back again tomorrow at noon with 2 more amazing projects. I was just getting ready for them before I came on here live, so I can't wait to share those with you. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.